You've been a terrible greedy bastard the last few months. 4 Group 1s in one day, a couple of weeks back. The Everest, you've ticked that off.
It's a lot easier now you're not training, Pete.
Turn it up. Praise will get you everywhere, but I'll mind that. When no one knew your name, we were talking to you, and now you're a superstar, you're brushing us.
I wasn't brushing you.
We've got feelings, us Aussies.
I don't think you do.
Turn it up.
All Blacks were good in the weekend.
All Blacks, going all right, win the World Cup?
I think Morals, Steve Hansen, part owner of Nature Strip.
Oh, no. Well, the Aussies are no hope. They're at home. They'll be at CoxPlate.
They might as well be.
You would have tried out for the All Blacks in your day?
I tried, just when everything's shot up, I got smaller.
You're warming the seat for Bowman this morning on Kingsville Dream. He's not even a Kiwi. You're looking after him.
No, I'm happy to do it, Cuz, because at the end of the day,
You're just an all-round good bloke.
I'm a good bloke, and like on Saturday, I was able to get the ride on Finch in the cup, even though we didn't win. Still things happen for doing good things.
I don't know how you can carry around that big heart in such a little body.
I'm all heart. The whole thing's hard.
Yeah, no, I can
Nothing
see
else
you
but
just
heart.
look after your fellow jocks, trainers, everything. You're just a great bloke. Like, they'd probably put a statue of you up somewhere. Just behind the shit house, but somewhere. Mark Zara, Cape of Good Hope. He was super the other day in the Caulfield Stakes.
Yeah, look, I haven't seen him since then, but he only has to bring his form from the Caulfield Stakes to be right in it, I reckon.
You were up in Sydney chasing the big money in the Everest when he galloped here on Saturday morning. Positive reports back from the camp?
Yep, they say he's ticking along just as good as he was before the Caulfield Stakes, so that's all we can ask for.
Kingsville Dream heads into it in good form. We've seen these old horses perform intermittently, pop up, things that have returned. Can he keep the roll going?
I think he can. He's still got plenty of good racing left in him, and obviously he had a quiet year after pulling up sore after the CoxPlate last year, so he's had a really easy time, and he's peaking at the right time. And if this morning's any indication, he got round the valley really well and just appreciates that more forgiving surface which they get here.
Opposition Racing Minister, MP for the great electorate of, what's it called up there, Bairnsdale?
East Gippsland.
East Gippsland?
Gippsland East.
They don't sell razor blades up that way, obviously?
Well, no, a bit light on just at the moment. Yeah.
But more importantly, we find you here at the Ladbrokes Coxplate Breakfast with the Stars as a part owner of Kingsville Dream.
About that much, yeah.
That much?
But nevertheless, we're in.
If we all had or received that much extra all our lives, how much happier would we be?
Would we be a lot happier? Yes, we would be.
Little ownership interest in something here, or nothing hidden?
Nothing hidden today. No, I'm actually doing some work for Channel 7, but and a couple of other interesting things that are happening this morning. But I might hold on to those. But no ownership. I wish I did, Pete. And I wish you luck with your Neddy.
Mr. Quickie.
Yeah, no, he was a terrific run Saturday.
Should be in the field, shouldn't he?
It's a good question.
Oh.
You're probably asking the wrong bloke, because I'm probably not going to give you the answer you want.
Come on.
He's what do you make of him? I mean, his first up run was superb, and then he was...
I'm interviewing you, you're not interviewing me.
I forgot.
Very elegant. Probably we've got to wait to make sure her spot's guaranteed, but surely you've got a bit of sway there, so let's just pretend she's in.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're happy?
Yeah, very happy. She too got round the track very well this morning. She's taken a little while to find a form, but I think there was reasons for that tempo in the races. But now that she's up and winning form again, she's ready to fly. And yeah, she's got that 4-year-old mare profile, which means there's a bit of upside to a horse rather than horses that might have reached their peak.
So the only similarities between her and Winks are their sex?
Similar colour.
Very elegant. She's been to the valley twice. You punched her around. You happy?
Yep. No, she was better today. She had a good look around last time, but I think she's a runner's hope, I suppose.
Thought of that. Super on the weekend. Was that his name? Thought of that?
Yeah, it's well known. So you think? Thought of that?
He was super. Goes to the Derby.
He does. Yeah, he was great.
Didn't bring him to Moonee Valley this morning?
No.
Didn't need a free gallop for him.
No, we left him down the beach. Yeah.
Right.
I think he's still on the up, that horse.
Yeah.
He'll tighten a bit more, and he's pretty good in the wind. He's got a great action. 2,500 should be no problem.
Well, what's the feel?
Well, we're
confident,
after last year, mate. We walked away from the track.
Devastated.
There was tears, and
now we're back.
we didn't think the horse was going to survive overnight. Now we're back, so we're happy to be here.
Right,
And as long as we beat you and I win me slab, I'll be happy.
I was actually here early enough to watch Kingswood Dream work. Were you?
I was here, yes.
Were you?
I was
I didn't
here.
see you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't sort of. You weren't my top priority, mate, with respect. I was just sort of coming to have a look at the horse.
Mates, we've battled the elements of Kokoda together, you and I.
We have. This man set a record on Kokoda Trail for smoking the most cigarettes per day over the full 8 days of the trek. And will never be broken, that record. So not only black caviar, but the smokes on the track.
Kokoda track. There haven't been that many smokes since the diggers were there.
He had the natives on the black market running around all the villages within the surrounding 5 kilometres hunting him down packets.
What are we going to do without Winks?
Well,
all of us.
Well, we know what Chris Waller's going to do without Winks. He's going to win 6 on Epsom Day and win the Everest. So life does go on, doesn't it?
He's won everything. I just told him he was a greedy little Kiwi and he's got to leave something.
Yeah, look, it is different.
Yeah.
We're going to get a full field, which we hadn't had since her first year. But yeah, no, it's this time last year it was just amazing. So a different mix, but as you know, I mean, what were we going to do without black caviar?
Yeah, exactly. And another one comes along,
Yeah, they do. Look, we're not going to see another Winks, Pete. We're not going to see another 25 out of 25. So that's the reality.
Never say. Well, how quickly Mackay 3 Melbourne Cups? We thought that was going to be the greatest thing we ever saw.
Yeah, you're right. But I'll still say that we won't see a horse win 3 Melbourne Cups again, and we won't see a horse win her first 25, and we won't see a horse do what Winks has done again. Not in my lifetime, maybe in yours.
Prince of Arran goes to the Geelong Cup, hoping to force his way back into the Melbourne Cup. Stranger place getter. Last year's Cup, struggling to get in this year. So
I think they need to change it.
Yeah.
Do you think that, Pete?
First 3 from last year, automatic. Yeah.
Do you think that?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think the same.
Yeah,
I think it's ridiculous.
No, I'm with you. Yep.
But he's got the Geelong Cup tomorrow. He's drawn the Visitors' Cup again.
Yeah.
Only
11,
Cups, mate. I can't get
only
a draw.
11 in it. If you had drawn 11 of 18, you would have been happy. Wouldn't
Agreed, but there would have been a Melbourne Cup.
No, but if you had drawn 11 of 18 in the Geelong Cup, you would have been happy.
Yeah,
so why
but I've
you're
drawn
starting
11
to
out of 11.
Yeah, you're making excuses already.
Well, just in case of riding
It's
back.
a negative attitude,
Just in
mate.
case of
You've got to
riding
be
back.
positive.
Mate, he's going to win.
You've got to be
He'll win.
right.
He'll win and he'll be in the Melbourne Cup.
Beautiful.
And it'll be hard to beat in that.
Melbourne Cup. Now, we had John on our show the other day, the eve before you trained 4 Group 1 winners. You indicated that the Melbourne Cup would give you a great thrill. You didn't say you'd rather win it more than the Everest, but you said it would give you a great thrill. Have you got one good enough for the Cup? Play With Me was solid in the Metro.
Yeah, he was, but Finch is our number 1 seed. He ran terrific in the Caulfield Cup. He was 3 wide.
So you were able to watch it from 1,000 kilometres away. They had televisions in Sydney showing the Melbourne races that day.
Yeah,
they did.
For sure.
They did. I thought they might have turned them off, not knowing we were racing in Melbourne.
Kiwi was the first one to climb Everest. And funnily, you Aussies claimed the name of the race. So I've just made sure I followed on from Edmund Hillary and done it as well.
Sinkerian Bad, whatever that bastard's name is, he runs in the mile.
Oh, he went really good the other day. I got actually shuffled back a bit and I was flying late. I reckon he's a great hope in that.
Bad rider, bad luck?
Bad luck always.
Rider. Good luck on the weekend.
Cheers, mate.
We'll have a Reserve Street. We scratched him from Seymour Cup. He'll run in that 1500. It's not the Vobis, it's the 84.
Rider.
And
Reserve Street.
Reserve Street. He's going very well, that horse.
Anything else on the weekend? What else you got? Staying down for the week?
Yeah, I am. No, I'm actually back for Wednesday. Yeah. What have I got? I've actually got a nice book of rides, I think.
You think? You just can't remember the name of any of them.
I don't mind a little 2-year-old that I'm riding for Sarge. He'll go well.
John Sargent trained 2-year-old.
Fellow Kiwi.
Right, you think about what you're riding and we might annoy you later in the morning,
so. Yeah, I better find out.
You got a CoxPlate fancy? What do you got there? With the Japanese?
I have to be a bit. I mean, what we saw on Saturday. And you look at all her form. Magic Wand's the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, the Magic Wand form, second to Magical in a big race, but before that, second to Bricks and Mortar in Chicago. Now, Bricks and Mortar's an outstanding horse in America. I reckon Magic Wand's form's not far behind Liz Cresseur, but I'm thinking a mare and I'm thinking a Japanese mare.
Good. And Mr. Quickie and Unlucky flying home second.
That'll do.
Right. Have a great day.
You too, mate.